Hello everyone, welcome back to another 2v2 Warhammer battle. This is going to be the forces of Chaos and the Vampire accounts versus Bretonia and the Greenskins. For my army here, we have a front line of just skeletal warriors, 2 crypt horrors, a corpse cart with the unholy lodestone, and a vampire of shadows with no spells, but we do have her kind of passive abilities to support and do whatever I want with her. We also are bringing Manfred von Karstein, who I realized I have not brought into battle in months and months, and not because he's bad, just because I just never bring him. So I decided to bring him, and I brought Invocation of Nehek, a Raised Dead, Fate of Buna, and Spirit Leech. But he is really good because his unique item gives him basically 20 power reserve as long as he's in combat, and that doesn't really drain. So even if you're down to like 10 or so power reserve, if you put him into melee combat, you can still get like free Winds of Magic as long as he's in melee combat for quite a while. It's really good if you want to cast a bunch of spells. So he's really good. I just always kind of forget to bring him. But there's Manfred von Karstein, 2 Blood Knights, and a puppy with the Vargolf. My ally here brought a front line of Aspiring Champions. Behind them you have Forsaken, a Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Death, 2 Chaos Warriors with Great Weapons, and then 3 Chaos Warriors with Halberds, and a Chaos Knight with Lances. Over here for the enemy we have a Goblin Wolf Rider Archer, 2 Orc Boy Biggins, Orc Warboss, a mostly core of Orc Biggins and Savage Orcs in here, which are really good. We have 2 Goblin Archers, 2 Goblin Big Bosses, not on mounts? Not on mounts on either of them. A Orc Shaman with Foot of Gork and Ere We Go. And then I think that's it. Oh yeah, and this Night Goblin in the middle. And then 1 Goblin over here. But mostly Savage Orc Biggins and Savage Orcs over here. And then for the Bretonia player, we have the Mounted Yeoman Archers, Albrecht de Bordelot. We have a Grail Knight, a Knight of the Realm, Mobs, a bunch of Spearmen at Arms. I think we have 4 of them, 1 in the back. We have 2 Foot Squires, 2 Pesibowmen with Fire Arrows, 2 Paladins, a Grail Relic, a random Battle Pilgrim over here, and then a Damsel with 2 heal spells and the little small AoE spell as well. So here we go. Gonna try and... oh, also, this game is really freaking laggy, and I end up wasting a lot of Winds of Magic because of how laggy it is. Oh, wait, hold on. What was this back here? Oh, a Nasty Skulker. Sorry, that's gonna pop up here a little later. I failed to notice that. But anyway, laggy battle. So I casted a zombie spell here, but it was lagged out, so it's not even going to cast until I think about right now. It was kind of ridiculous because I was trying to catch these Mounted Yeoman Archers, and then there he goes. I was like, wait, what? I thought it just wasn't going to cast because I cast it like ages ago, and I'm like, that's kind of weird. But anyway, not going to be able to catch the Mounted Yeoman Archers, and now Albrecht de Bordelot is going to start and chasing me around, and I'm okay with that. We are faster than Albrecht is on our Hellsteed, and this is exactly what you don't want to do. So I'm just going to kind of fly over his army, and we're going to drop some zombies on the Pesibowmen with fire arrows to stop them from hitting our crypt horrors and our army that's approaching them. So there goes our first zombie. We're just going to fly around in circles and cast spells as Albrecht chases us, because we're faster than he is. Meanwhile, over here, I'm going to charge the Grail Knights. They got an okay charge, but not a great one, so we're going to get a really good damage on this. Then I'm going to circle around our Blood Knights over here and charge from the back. Going to get our puppy over here as well. And we're going to be doing just a ton of damage. They're going to be casting a regrow spell on the Grail Knights, but it's not going to be able to save them from 2 Blood Knights and a puppy. But they are going to do a lot of damage to our Blood Knights, though. I'm going to ignore these Mounted Yeoman Archers for the most part, and Albrecht is still chasing me. I'm casting more zombies into their Pesibowmen with fire arrows, as our army is still trying to approach them. These Knights of the Realm are going to be going over here to charge our Blood Knights here soon. You can see we're going to kill those Grail Knights pretty much to the last man there. Albrecht still chasing Manfred von Karstein. I'm still just kind of flying around. My army's about to engage. Meanwhile, over here, the Chaos Knights with Lances managed to rout 1 Orc Boy Biggin, but then were routed in turn against this other Orc Boy Biggin. There they go off the field. And now his Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Death is going to be routed by the Orc Warboss and these Orc Boy Biggins. But he's not going to die, but he is going to be chased off by these Goblin Wolf Rider Archers for a while, and he's going to be kind of flying around in the backfield as his army is now going to be approaching the main Savage Orc line. So it's just going to be a massive melee clash with the Forsaken and Savage Orcs, and then backed up by these 2 Chaos Warriors with great weapons. The Chaos Warriors with Halberds for the most part are going to be going over here and fighting against the Orc Boy Biggins and the Orc Warboss for a while. Meanwhile, back here, okay, so right there, the Fated, that was an Invocation of Nehek. Now, I didn't show the first, so what happened? I cast it on my Blood Knights right here, and the area applied right here briefly, and then for whatever reason, I'm assuming because of lag, it then jumped over here. But I didn't catch it, but it did actually show that it was going to be right here and then jumped over here. So there's a wasted overcharged cast of Invocation of Nehek, which I'm pissed off about. Again, this game was really laggy. And then I'm just going to be doing combat against these Pesibowmen, but and then I'm going to be throwing our Blood Knights against Albert de Bordello, who landed because Manfred landed. Rest of our army is now trying to do a surround on the enemy. Corpse Cart still slowly getting up here. My Cryptor is going to be focusing on this left flank, and my Blood Knight is going to be disengaging and then isolating Albert de Bordello over here along with my puppy. So I'm going to be doing a lot of good damage against him. Manfred's still just fighting against the Peasant Bowman. Actually, I think I'm trying to move him out of here right now. And the Vampire took a lot of damage against this Paladin, so I pulled her out briefly, and we're going to throw her back in, I think, against the Grail Relique here soon. As I'm going to try and then also get these Cryptors through the front lines and get into these Peasant Bowmen with fire arrows. You can see we dealt with the Knights of the Realm who charged our Blood Knights and paid dearly for it. And now we are going to rout Albert de Bordello. Casting a Spirit Leech on this Damsel of Life because she's going to be our next target from Manfred and my... actually, I think just Manfred's going to go after her. Or at least try to. He's trying to get these Foot Squires right now. So I'm now engaging with the Cryptors and the Puppy. Going to get the Blood Knights back over here and do a rear charge on the Foot Squires. And there goes Albert de Bordello. Meanwhile, over here, there's just a bunch of damage. Savage Orcs kind of trading pretty well against the Forsaken. Forsaken trading well against the Savage Orcs. And then over here, the Halberds are just dealing a lot of damage to the Orc Boy Biggins. I'm not entirely sure why the Orc... Like, they did really good getting rid of the Chaos Knights very early. They did have to lose a Orc Boy Biggin to do it. But that's a good trade because Chaos Knights cost... like 1,500, I think, with lances, and the Orc Boys are only 900. But then they stayed in combat and lost their second Orc Boy Biggin to double halberds. I don't know why they chose to keep this fight. Like, they should have disengaged. Chaos Warriors are so slow, so they could easily disengage and then apply these, like, rear charges to these frontline forces. But they're just going to lose their Orc Boy Biggin to these halberds, which is exactly what the Chaos player wants. Meanwhile, back here, you can see the Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Death is still being chased by the Goblin Wolf Rider Archers. And just to let you know, they will eventually turn around, charge them, and rout these Goblin Wolf Rider Archers. Probably not going to catch that in the replay, so I wanted to say that right now. Meanwhile, back over here, you can kind of see how well the double Paladin, like, leadership aura and this Grail Relique is keeping these peasants in line, because they're not breaking. And, like, I have Cryptors here, I have a Vargulf here, and that's kind of essential. If you're going to bring a bunch of cheap infantry like they did, you got to support them with leadership, and that's exactly what this player is doing, and is keeping their men-at-arms in the battle against, you know, a bunch of units with fear and terror. Well, actually, only one unit has terror, and that's going to be the puppy, who's right there, dealing with these one-foot squires. Meanwhile, back here, we got these Peasant Bowmen tied up in melee combat. These Cryptors got these Peasant Bowmen in melee combat, so they are about to rout. And now we got the Corpse Cart in the middle trying to buff up everybody. Got an Invocation of the Heck dropping on our Blood Knights. So at this point, I was almost out of Winds of Magic, so I couldn't wait for the overcharge Invocation of the Heck, so I just started casting it individually on these Blood Knights, basically only of the Blood Knights, because they're the only ones that really needed it. And now we are getting a mass rout from the enemy player, not really even due to necessarily fear because of the, you know, Grail Relique, but just because we've killed so many of them at this point. And now I'm going to try and just kind of keep these guys continually routing. We stuck that Vampire on the Damsel, and Vampire finished her off pretty easily. Going to keep these Cryptors on these Foot Squires, and these guys are going to be chasing. Actually, I think I'm going to pull these guys back. Corpse Cart's going to die to the two Paladins, which is okay, and I'm going to be disengaging my forces to try and assist what's left of my ally, who has... God, it's just been like blow for blow over here. Savage Orcs have been beating up the Forsaken. Forsaken have been beating up the Savage Orcs. And you can see this Orc Shaman's almost dead, but they're going to come back. The two Goblin Big Bosses, I think, have taken quite a beating. You can see one almost dead over here. War Boss is at half health, but trying to disengage from these Chaos Warriors with halberds. I'm going to try and keep these guys engaged with the Skeletal Warriors. Going to be chasing them as our Cryptors and our Blood Knights and Puppy and Vampires are all over here trying to get into these Goblin Archers, so we're going to kill them. Then we're going to bounce back to their remains of the leadership of the Greenskins. And again, I'm just ignoring these Paladins right now because these are all slow. They're on foot. They're not on mounts, so I don't really need to kill them right now. I can just help my ally focus down what's left of the Greenskin players because we have a very mobile force compared to what is remaining of the Bretonnians. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're going to be charging this Goblin Big Boss. Manfred's going to go charging this Orc Shaman, trying to kill their leadership. And we're going to rout this Goblin Big Boss. We're going to kill or rout the Orc Shaman here soon with Manfred von Karstein. And then the Orc War Boss is going to be coming over here, and so we're going to be turning our attention on him with our Puppy and the Blood Knights. And there goes the Orc Shaman. He is dead. And then we're going to get a massive rout, so we didn't even have to deal with the two Paladins and the Grail Relique, because they're just going to break from losses. So good game to my ally and to my enemies. Let's see. B House de Bomb. Eras Muskai. Eras Muskai? I'm not sure. And then Frostfang. For kills here, we got a decent amount across the board here. Well, except for the Corpse card, but I mean... Come on, it's a corpse card. Pretty proud of every unit that I had in here. They all did pretty well. Even the Blood Knights, even though the miscast Invocation to Heck, which, again, it landed in their area, and then for whatever reason went like 30 meters north. I don't even know why. But even then, actually, they both got 103 kills. Oh, wow, look at that. That's pretty cool. Then for B-House to bomb, a ton of kills across the board here, and I think it's the same thing for the, like, Orc Biggins. Yeah, like, these Savage Orc Biggins got a lot of kills. The Orc Warboy Biggins, it was good to get those Knights out early, but then, again, they just kind of let themselves die to the Halberds. Orc Warboss getting 52 kills is pretty good. But yeah, you can see just those Forsaken just ripped through those Savage Orcs as well. It's kind of... I don't know who wins in a 1v1 straight up, Forsaken or Savage Orc Biggins. I think Forsaken do kill Savage Orcs. I don't know about the Biggins. Honestly, I don't know. But yeah, just a lot of kills across the board for my ally, and then for Frostfang, Albrecht had 24 kills before they died, which, the heck were they killing? Because he died pretty quickly when he actually went into combat. Maybe he got a couple Blood Knights? I don't know. Paladins got a lot of kills. Their Frontline did a lot of kills. Foot Squires, same thing. Their Knights, well, I didn't necessarily isolate, but I managed to pounce them pretty quickly and kill them. And didn't let the Fire Arrow Peasant Bowmen do what they needed to do against my Crypt Horrors. But yeah, you can see, like, those men-at-arms, man, they held for a long time because they were properly supported by, you know, the double Paladins with their leadership auras and the Grail Relique. So if you want to get a lot of peasants, you should do something similar and support them in the leadership department, or else they will break, especially against vampire accounts, because, man, all I would need to do is have the puppy look in their general direction, and they would just drop their spears and shields otherwise, if they didn't have the leadership. But yeah, good game to everybody. Hope you enjoyed, and let's watch a cinematic view of the battle. Oh yeah, right, there's gonna be a Fate of Unity here. There's gonna be a Fate of... Okay, I guess over here. So you can see they get kind of a charge at the very end. Kind of. And there's the puppy. Ooh. The Blood Knight sandwich. Yeah, I did not mean to land right here. But it turned out okay, because then we got Albrecht out of this.
Take the lady for her damsels!
Oh, they missed a foot of Gork for the most part. Oh, man. Sad day.
Bring that! Beware! Foul eldritch deeds! Swiftly! Witness true power!
What's that vampire?
Harvest them! Kill them!
Oh, there she is. Alright.
Silver mirror! Reflect the spell! Horses go! Die! Swift after swing!
Bye, corpse guard. It was fun while lasting.
Attack the mortals! At once! Neferata's high! Gonna stab her! Nightmare! Fly!
There we go. Hope you enjoyed the battle, everybody. It was a fun one, and I will see you all next time. Have a good day.